welcome to AJ Akshar Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss mechanical properties of fluids in the equation of continuity and Bernoulli's principle. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. Principle of continuity. According to the principle of continuity, mass of fluid flowing per second entering into the tube is equals to mass of fluid flowing per second leaving out of the tube. So, according to this principle of continuity, mass of fluid flowing per second entering into the tube is equals to mass of fluid flowing per second leaving out of the tube. Entering and leaving both should be same. Next, principle of continuity. Mass of fluid flowing per second is equals to mass by time. Mass can be written as rho into V by time t. Since mass is equals to rho into rho nothing but density, rho into volume V. Volume is equals to area into displacement. So that is equals to A into X. So this complete volume formula here we are substituting in the above expression. Then we get mass of fluid flowing per second is equals to AX rho by T. Here rate of displacement gives velocity. So x by t is equals to V. So this mass of fluid per second is equals to A into V into rho. Rho means density. So consider a liquid in a streamlined flow through a tube of non-uniform area. Here we are taking a tube and its area of cross section A1 and A2 and its density is rho 1 and rho 2. Next. Now next, principle of continuity. Mass of fluid per second is equals to mass by time. So here mass of fluid per second is equals to A into V into rho. A into V into rho. Mass of fluid flowing per second through points B and C will be same. So rho A1 V1 is equals to rho A2 V2. So A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2. So that is equals to constant. So equation of continuity tells that AV is equals to constant. So this equation is called the equation of continuity. Now A1 V1 is equals to A2 V2, that is equals to constant. So V is inversely proportional to A. If cross-sectional area is small, then the velocity of fluid increases and vice versa. Now we'll discuss limitations. Flow should be steady, that is streamlined, and fluid should be non-compressible and non-viscous. According to this principle of continuity, mass is conserved, nothing but mass remains constant. Now, principle of continuity application we will discuss. Here, streamline oil flowing through a tap. See the picture here, oil is flowing through a tap. Here, area of cross section A1, A2 and V1, V2. As oil is flowing down due to gravity, its velocity increases. So, V2 is less than V1. AV is equals to constant. From principle of continuity, AV is equals to constant. A is inversely proportional to V. So A2 is greater than A1. Therefore, V2 by A2 is A1 is greater than A2. Here V2 is less than V1 and A2 is greater than A1. So since V1 by V2 that is not equal to A2 by A1 for tap water. Okay. Next. Now we'll discuss Bernoulli's principle. In case of the streamline flow of non-viscous, incompressible and irrotational fluid, the sum of first one pressure energy per unit mass, second one kinetic energy per unit mass and third one potential energy per unit mass always remains constant at every point. So Bernoulli's principle stated above is true under the assumptions. Here in this Bernoulli's principle, in a case of streamline flow of non-viscous, incompressible and irrotational fluid, the sum of pressure energy per unit mass, kinetic energy per unit mass and potential energy per unit mass always remains constant at every point. So now we will discuss. This statement is true under the assumptions. The fluid is non-viscous and the flow is streamlined. Now let us discuss. Let rho be the density of liquid and h is equals to height of fluid and v is equals to velocity of the fluid. So kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. So this can be written as half into rho v into v square. So kinetic energy by v is equals to half rho v square. Potential energy is equals to mgh, that is equals to rho v into gh, that is equals to potential energy by v is equals to rho into gh. So pressure energy by v is equals to rho. Now pressure energy by volume plus kinetic energy by volume plus potential energy by volume is constant. Here P potential energy. P plus half rho v square plus rho gh is equals to constant. So P by rho g plus v square by 2g plus h is equals to constant. Now we will discuss with the detailed proof. Consider a tube of flow AB. This is the tube of flow AB. AB is a tube. Here P1 and P2, the ends are at heights H1 and H2 as shown in figure, and V1 and V2 here heights H1 and H2. P2 is less than P1, V2 is less than V1. Decrease in pressure energy plus gain in potential energy is equals to increase in kinetic energy. So gain in kinetic energy equals to half rho into V2 square minus V1 square. Loss in potential energy equals to rho g into H2 minus H1. Consider this as equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Work done on the fluid is equals to force into displacement. So that is equals to F into dx. So that is P1 minus P2 into A into dx. So work done by unit volume is equals to pressure energy. So that is P1 minus P2 into A dx by V. So that is equals to P1 minus P2. This is equation number 3. So equation 3 is equals to, now we are adding 1 plus 2, equation 1 and equation 2. We get P1 minus P2 is equals to half rho into V2 square minus V1 square plus rho g into H2 minus H1. So from this can be written as P1 plus half rho V1 square plus rho g H1 is equals to P2 plus half rho V2 square plus rho g H2. So from this can be written as P plus half rho V square plus rho g H is equals to constant. So this is the result of Bernoulli's theorem. That is P plus half rho V square plus rho g H is equals to constant. Now pressure energy by unit volume plus kinetic energy by volume potential energy by volume is equals to constant. So constant as the flow is same for a higher levels. So this higher the velocity, lower will be the pressure. So here now I'll discuss MCQs. The total energy per unit volume of an incompressible non-viscous fluid in laminar flow is constant at every point is known as first option Archimedes principle, second option Bernoulli's principle, third option law of flotation, and fourth option Stokes theorem. Here the total energy per unit volume of an incompressible non-viscous fluid in laminar flow is constant at every point is known as Bernoulli's principle. Okay, this is the Bernoulli's principle. So second option is correct. Now next one. Which of the following is the limitations for the equation of continuity? Flow should be steady and fluid should be incompressible and fluid should be viscous, and both A and B are true. So in this, among these four limitations, which of the following is a limitation for the equation of continuity? So flow should be steady. This is the limitation for the equation of continuity. Thanks for watching this video.